Welcome to episode 56 of Gintama. Last time we had the story with Hachiro and his mother, and I don't know what we're getting up to this time, so gonna watch and discuss. Got the subtitles and the timer on the screen if you want to follow along, or you can pull up the episode on your own, but either way, let's watch episode 56. In 3, 2, 1, play. Starting straight off with the opening. So yeah, that's right, I remember. At the end of last episode, there was the Otsu Shinsengumi commander for a day, and that's what we're doing now. So yeah, I do know what we're doing this week, and I'm actually excited. That sounds interesting. Edo might fall apart. Or everybody will just start singing. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what happens when you let an idol just lead the police force. Anyway, while the OP is playing, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Gintama comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and other videos every single day of the week. Also, check out the description down below. You got links to Twitter and Discord if you want to come hang out, and Patreon if you want to support the channel. Get these videos a week early, or even earlier than that. Polls, vlogs, that stuff. Thank you very much. But yeah. When was the last time we saw Prince Hata? Don't know. I feel like it's been a little bit. And old Sakamoto, quite a while. He's usually off in space, so, it makes sense. The last thing I really remember for Prince Hata was his involvement with Kagura's father in that arc. Might have seen him again after that. So yeah, chome, 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 chome. Pori, 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 pori. It's great. So yeah, we have to be careful about crime. This has to do with her for some reason. Just because she's a popular idol, everybody likes her, so bring her in to help with that and help with our image. I guess. And everybody's in love. Right? We have to be better. Nice. Holy shit. I wonder if she's gonna let the power get to her head. Go around just arresting everybody for no reason. Just be like the figurehead. Don't get out of control. I agree. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see her actually be very active. Alright, make the uniforms like pink. No fighting. Use your words. No swords. It's taken away our whole identity. How do we even operate? And they did it. They are going to follow her. Look at her tiny little self being so imposing over them. Get rid of those swords. Follow the commander's orders. She looks good in that outfit. Like, it's weirdly kind of fitting for her. I don't know why. That's right, she was like a boxer for a little bit or something. She's had quite a tumultuous career. I'm sorry? Who calls them that? Alright, let's do it. Okay, laying down the law right off the bat. You've got to commit seppuku. Is that cute? So you've got to talk in a cute way. No violence, no swords. And the punishment is suicide. And she's adding weird things to the end of her sentences. So yeah, we've just got to be cutesy. Or die. Oh yeah, let's get some females in there. Or like a cute animal mascot. I'm sorry? She just adds like a... What the fuck? She just adds like she's... And that's Gintoki and Kagura. That's terrifying. She adds non-cute things to the end of her sentences. Domestic violence. Yeah, what is happening? Why? Why the beard? He's so sad. The legs are so fat. She's dead. How did this happen? How did they get involved in this? What is going on? Yogurt. Is Shinpachi in there? Is he like the back legs? Oh, hello. Is that one of the guys that's in the ED? Maybe. Anyway, how did they get wrapped up into this? Just because of Shinpachi? Just because he loves her? Is he in the butt? Was he willing to be the horse's ass? Probably. Look. Yeah, people love her. Nice way to insert that in there. Yeah, they're not going to want to... They're not going to want it to go back under the usual command. They're going to want her to stay. Wow. That's a really nice way to end your sentences. Really nice, long, cute phrase to put at the end. Very specific. Now you're returning the favor. It's fine. Terrorists would never attack such a beautiful idol. Wow. Oh, he messed up. Rabbit season. Duck season. She's pretty good. That's true. We must erase it and build something new from the ashes. Limbo. True. The weird-ass endings tainted a little bit, but true. You gotta do what's best. She did. You gotta do what's best, you know. For a force like the police, you would definitely want the public to be more on your side. But you've got to run things properly and do what's right regardless of their opinions. An idol, someone in the entertainment business, would definitely know that. Cat scat. Princess Mononoke! I'm too distracted by the ways that they're ending their sentences to pay attention to the actual sentences. Like, I'm listening to what they're saying, but I'm then distracted by what they say at the end, and that lingers with me longer than what they had actually, like the actual substance of their sentence. Ah, I was right. Shinpachi is the horse. Is the beard fake, I assume? So I guess the lore here is that he thought it was a boar, but it was a person, and accidentally killed a poor innocent young girl. And he's like a method actor. He's way into character right now. And Kagura just has to lay there and be dead. That's no fun. That's no way to utilize Kagura. He's way into this. Are they being paid? I would hope. Yeah, Shinsengumi's not arresting murderers today. It's fine. We're just gonna go sing. We're gonna go appeal to children. It's a just away. Get those away from them, they explode. Although that was a green one, maybe it's different. It's not real, man. Oh, now it's got... Okay, so it's a horse, a headless horse. The corpse fell off. And it's just got human legs sticking out of its neck. She's alive now. What a catastrophe. And she looks weird in that dress. Now that shit... Okay, you've just ruined it entirely. Have you ever seen the image of the half-horse, half-centaur? It's just a centaur with like a really long torso. And like 6 legs. There's no violence today. That's one of the rules. Oh, what do we have going on? Oh, shit! We've got a kidnapping underway, and that's no good at all. I thought there were just going to be some random dudes committing a crime over there we'd have to deal with. I didn't know they had Otsu. Our poor commander. Direct orders from the commander, but she's not really here right now, and nobody seems to have noticed that. Okay, well that's good at least. You got paid for your work. Is anybody gonna notice that she's not here right now? I guess not. Right? Where could she have gotten off to? Okay. Because that's why? That's why? No, never. Fucking weirdo. So she still does poop, it's just eggs that come out. That's weirder. What's in the eggs? Oh yeah, that's right, they mentioned that. I didn't know if that would actually come back. But sure enough it did, and she is a woman and she's been abducted. I was also wondering about Yamazaki. Because I don't think he's really been here. I hadn't seen him and I was wondering where he was. So hey, all the pieces are coming together. It did. It happened right there. You were all, like literally the entire police force was right there and it happened. You're actually complete failures. Oh. I don't entirely disagree, but, you know, this is not a good thing to do. I don't disagree. I like how Gintoki just doesn't care. She's been through a lot of shit. Now this. I think you're going to have to rescind your order of not allowing violence and swords. But if they can save them, then maybe they can help redeem their image. Or just Gintoki and them will do it by themselves. But we'll see. Probably just don't say anything. I don't know what you can say that would make it better. Hi. Just distract them with this guy. He killed a woman today. And they caught him. They did a good job. Now he's saying that. Well, shit. Just work on ruining their reputation even further. Wow. You guys are not... It's just not working. It's always the wrong choices. They can't hear him. He's got his mouth covered. Plus, he wasn't speaking that loudly anyway. Nice. I hope you're doing something about your writing is too small, we can't read it. It's probably best to ignore them anyway. Like she said, don't listen to the opinions of others, just do the job. Fuck these guys, am I right? We do not negotiate with terrorists. Don't call... What the hell? He actually did it. Don't call me in the middle of filming a video. How dare you, person who just called me. How dare you? Yeah, no. It was pretty cool. Don't be too hard on him. You've got to give him the right kind of curry. Will that go over well with the public, that they're doing a good job of trying to help these girls? Or will they see it as just being in control of these terrorists, and that's a bad thing? Nice. He's dancing right now. Yeah. No. Imitate someone. Just someone? That's a dumb request. Shit. Yeah, again, no weak points. Sorry. It won't hurt. You can't do it. I'm sorry. His power level's too high. Remember episode 50, where he did that thing where the universe exploded? The fucking Gintoki Centaur is pretty incredible. I don't think anybody would want you as their mascot. At least you did get paid up front. So we're gonna go throw curry in their faces. That's a little bit more of a serious request. You're probably gonna have to do something about actually rescuing the hostages soon, rather than just listening to all of their demands. It seems like it's gonna be up to Gintoki for that. There we go. We are. That's how you do it. That's all you had to do. Perfect finishing blow. Curry face attack. Are you gonna let them just kill you? You tried so hard and got so far. And I'm not gonna finish it. There you go. Fuck it. The main point is protecting what they need to protect, and he's willing to do this to protect these innocent people. What a man. What a gorilla. He just walks up here. Hey guys, what's up? Obviously they're not going to kill the man. And there you go. Okay. Sweet undercover disguise. Didn't see that coming. It took me a second to realize who it even was. It's hard to recognize without the badminton, you know? Okay, so this is one of the guys from the ED, one of Takasugi's guys. Sunpo, specifically. Okay. Oh. Well then, you've got one of them who's infiltrated the entertainment industry. So we're building up to this whole Takasugi thing, which is this arc that's coming up soon, as far as I know. You got Okada, who's already been set up, this guy, a couple more people. Interesting. So we've saved the day. I think that's it. I don't think there's going to be anything after the ED. Just preview, of course. Sakamoto! I was just saying that he doesn't show up often, and here he is, so cool. Let's talk about that episode. Alright, episode 56. We get to see Otsu be the Shinsengumi commander for a day, and this was a pretty good one. It didn't play out how I thought it would. When I imagined that from what we got at the ending of the last episode, I just imagined like all the different changes she could make, and just her going around being a cop for the whole day, and just there's so many different things you could do with that. And we kind of took a different direction in the episode where she gets kidnapped and we deal with this kidnapper of women. People are against the Shinsengumi and they've got to save her, and the Gintoki centaur thing. So yeah, it plays out differently than I thought it would, and part of me would have liked to have more time of just Otsu being the commander and making changes. Again, like there's so many different possibilities you could do with it. How big of an impact does she have? Is she going to get power hungry? Is she going to go around like arresting everybody? Just all kinds of different things that you could do with it. I would have liked to have seen more time of her just being the commander, but I do like the way it played out, and I understand the need to make it an actual story, not just a series of comedic events where she just goes around doing stuff as commander. You can do that. There are episodes of Gintama where there's just a bunch of random shit happening, but you know, making it an actual story and making it about the Shinsengumi as well, not just about her, worked really well. I thought it was good. The Gintoki Kagura Shinpachi Centaur is fantastic. It's just such a bizarre idea to bring in as this mascot. Not only is it just this disgusting centaur with a dead person on it, it's them. And with the beard and his depressed attitude and how he was so into the character, like, oh, I've done it now. I've killed her. I just thought it was a boar. I can't believe there was a human in the forest. And Kagura's just dead the entire episode. And Shinpachi's in the horse's ass. And there you go. They got paid. They actually received money. And they were paid up front, so you don't even have to worry about anything happening after the fact to be like, oh, can't pay you. They got paid. So good for them. I see why he was so into it. He's so happy to finally get paid for something. But yeah, just the idea of introducing that, fantastic. And then they come in there to do their thing and help out with the curry. Good job on those guys. A lot of funny stuff with the Shinsengumi themselves. And the things that she does implement are good. Like, no violence and no swords. They're like, how do we do our jobs if we don't have weapons or anything? That's like our whole thing. No violence, but seppuku, that's good. End your sentences cutely, that's a new thing. We gotta improve our image. And if you don't, seppuku. Kill yourself. That's the thing she keeps. That's the thing she adds onto it all. That's fine. But yeah, like I was saying during the reaction, I was like really focused on all of the things they were adding at the end of their sentence because they were absurd and funny and just like ruined the tone if they were saying anything serious, because then they'd end it with random bullshit. Like Kondo would just say weird things like yogurt. She would always say gross things like talking about poop and all this domestic violence, whatever the hell she would come up with. Not cute, totally random. And so, like, I was trying to pay attention to what they were actually saying and absorb the content and the substance of the conversation. And I was more focused on how they were ending their sentences. And then you have Hijikata and Okita who are just ending it with, go fall off a cliff and die. Go get poisoned and die. And Okita got it wrong and told himself to die, and just the shit they were saying back and forth to each other. Some really great Hijikata-Okita conflict. I love that. All the ways they were telling each other to die, and then it just devolved into no creativity, just die, die, die. And then the way they were messing with each other at the end, and he got him to spin around, and that's not even what he said at all. The robot rocket punch, and then being unable to hit Okita in return because he's invincible. He's just too OP. You can't touch him. Sorry. But I really love the gag of not being able to hear somebody who's far away. I feel like that gag is becoming more common nowadays. I guess it's just been observed more lately. But I think that's probably true of a lot of things. Like, more tropes are being made fun of more often nowadays. But of course, this chapter of the manga came out a long time ago. But they did that in Shazam this year. I think they did it in... I don't know, but I've seen it quite a few times recently, but it usually always gets me whenever you've got somebody far away and they're speaking, and then you cut back to the other person and they're like, what? They did it in Shazam at the end when the villain was flying like on the opposite side of the city and giving his villain monologue, and Shazam was just like, I don't know. So they did that here too. And it's funny because the guy not only was speaking quietly, but he had the bandages over his mouth, so it's like, yeah, we can't hear you. And then they wrote it down. It's like, this too small. Write bigger. We can't read it. So I kind of just like that joke every time that I've seen it. So that was really funny here too. And all the stuff they were asking them to do, just making the curry, doing all this shit. Pretty fun, and then getting into the serious business of killing Kondo. And like I said, we actually have, this isn't just about Otsu, we have focus on the Shinsengumi as well, and how they operate, and you can't even entirely disagree with the terrorists. They're like, we were able to kidnap all these women, and we kidnapped Otsu literally right under their noses. They were all right there, and we just took her, and nobody noticed for like a pretty decent amount of time. And I'm like, well, you're not wrong. You know, they were working the case. Yamazaki did infiltrate, which was really cool. In the end of the last episode, I didn't expect this Otsu thing to expand into a whole episode, and I'm glad it did. There was also that little mention of the serial women abduction case. I didn't know if that would come into play, and it did. That became a big plot point. I didn't see Yamazaki anywhere, and I didn't know if that would matter, and it did. He had infiltrated them and was in disguise, so that was cool watching all those little pieces fall into place. But yeah, like, they were working on it. Yamazaki was in there. They were getting things done, but they were they were pretty incompetent in a lot of ways, and I'm like, I can't even really fully disagree with you, but you know, they are trying. They're doing their best. They're doing what they can. They're trying to protect what they feel they need to protect, and that was really great of Kondo. As big of a goofball as he is, he's like, fucking come on, do it. I don't care what they think of me. Great conversation between the two of them. She would definitely know what it's like to be under a lot of scrutiny, under a lot of dissenters and public opinion, being an idol, being through all the shit that she's gone through, because she's really gone through a lot, being such a minor character. She really has. And so she would be the person to ask about that kind of thing, about how to kind of ignore people's opinions and do your own thing as long as you know that what you're doing is right. And he's like, all right, do it. Come on, kill me if you have to. We're gonna protect this girl and protect these innocent people. And of course, they're not gonna go over there and stab him, but he was willing to die, it seemed, for it. So yeah, good shit. Some good Shinsengumi fun. And again, the Gintoki centaur thing, that's an image that's going to stick with me for a while. And then when the legs are coming out of the head and Kagura's leaping after them, just a very bizarre thing. Like, you know, this episode is centered on Sue and the Shinsengumi, so you got to get them in there somehow, and that's just it's a very inventive way to do it. I really liked it, and the just away was there, because why not? And one of my favorite moments of comedy was Hijikata being like, do you have any idea of the hardships that man has gone through? It's like, don't fall for it. It's fine. He's a very good actor, though. He got way into character. He fooled him. Good shit. It was a fun episode. I really liked the focus on Otsu and the Shinsengumi. Thought they worked surprisingly well together, and she, like, surprisingly fit into that outfit really well. It just kind of seemed natural on her, and just the message here. Of course, for the police force like this, you would like public opinion to be positive. You'd like that in any field, no matter what you're doing. But regardless, you know, you just got to do your job and do what you think is right. But, you know, you definitely want people to feel protected and feel like you guys are competent and able to do your job. But they're trying, and maybe in this upcoming arc that we get into with Takasugi, whenever that kicks in, maybe they'll be able to help out, I don't know. But even here, Gintoki's really the one who comes in and helps save the day big time, but they're doing their best. We'll see. All these reporters swarming them, and it's probably best just to not say anything. And I thought Gintoki was going to come out and be like, oh yes, it's fine. They've arrested me because I killed this woman. They're doing a fine job. But he just makes it worse. He's like, no, I was unjustly arrested and they tortured me. It's like, oh shit. Public opinion of the Shinsengumi, maybe not so great. But you also have that little Takasugi stuff foreshadowing. That guy who's one of the guys in the ED, one of Takasugi's men, he's here, and he's doing stuff, and he's even talking to Takasugi, and he's also Otsu's manager, so they're infiltrating places. I don't know, they're in the fucking entertainment industry. They're gonna be taking over wherever they can. I don't know, but we're slowly, steadily building up to this arc that's coming up, which I'm very excited to see. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. Thought it was a pretty good one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe. If you'd like to see more, check out the links down in the description below. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.